Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today finally we are changing our topic in videos. Finally we finished planking, finished inner planking or ceiling, and we are moving forward to the decks. And while I was waiting for the proper time, I was a little searching and researching, comparing what we have in the kit and what we can use, how we can use, so without buying more additional materials. So I think the biggest problem only will be the middle part of the deck, because we have 11 planks on our original drawings of replica, and in the kit we have only 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, so the quantity is not the same. Actually, I can just grab our decks. So we can just flip, cut it proper width, and let me turn on this one. So you just can flip it and cut proper quantity. And because I have additional problem, my deck is short and narrower, like much narrower. I will show you it in a moment. So I definitely have to make additional piece like a plank, and I have to figure out what to do with that is short. But I have my slicer, so I just will cut one of the ends and will move 2 or 3 millimeters, depends how much I need it, and just the width of this. We have knees, and at the beginning and in the end of the mid section deck we have additional. It's sort of continuation of from knee to knee, from here to here, because we just have knees. Not visible. Trying to let me move a little camera, because I can't move further drawings and you can't see actually what I'm showing you. So this is what I'm showing you. And also I just was paying attention what is the different patterns for nailing the deck. For example, in the bow we can see 4 nails on each plank, and they are quite wide. When on this one, in the mid section, we have only 2 nails, or plank nailed with 2 nails to every beam. So, and we also have bolts, so which we can imitate with wire. So nails we would just pure imitation with, or in my case it will be pure imitation with ebony putty or filler, and bolts I will make them from wires. And also this is the same what I will do on the whales, because we have black whales, or majority of us who is building the same look of a model with black whales. How you can make a black bolt on black whale. So if you will imitate it, it will not be visible, just will be weird. But if you will make it out of wire and with rounded cap with imitation, so it is head of the bolt, then it will be very beautiful. Yeah, we can go move further even to make this under the head of the bolt. What was the proper term? That flat, sort of flat ring washer. So we can make also washers, but that will be really very time consuming. But we'll see how it will go and what we will make in the very end. And before we will start something on the model, or begin something on the model, also want to read this book. Who doesn't have it, just for the for the information that deck planking was milled from white oak. So actually entire ship or boat was built practically from white oak. Everything, or all important parts were made from white oak. So same with decks. On both the fore and after decks, the planking is 1 1/4 inches thick, and the midship deck planking is made from 2-inch thick planking. And actually, if you have paid attention before, on the mid section of the deck, we also have very massive beams, like very massive. Let me move just to show it. You see, this is how big and thick these beams. And for example, in the bow, this is the bow, we have just small tiny beams, literally like on the mid section, like 3 times bigger or more massive. if not more. So that's why probably in the deck planking also was thicker. But actually it is written to support where it was. The increase in thickness of the midship deck was justified as it held the two 9-pounder cannons. So this is just what I was trying to say, just with proper language and terminology. So I think we can start touching our model. And if we will have enough time, we have to glue a few more parts, like to finish our stern. Actually, that we can finish only after sanding, if we will sand the entire hull today. But let me remove the draw and I will put it not too far. But yesterday I just want to show you this. In the bow we added some small tiny pieces because we had a gap there, but we have even bigger one in the stern part, so we have to finish this one. So we need to add a few pieces here in the stern. Come on. And we need to figure out what to do with deck. So let's start with this piece of, or with these gaps. I will bring camera closer so it is visible because it's too far. I had somewhere cuts off like this, I can use them. And I just will mark it in reverse. How wide? So I need, and how long I need. Maybe I can use a shorter piece. So I can cut something like this with a scalpel, because this is a bigger piece. And the ruler. I'm showing you wrong side. This is the side which I'm cutting at the moment. So it's still a little too wide and I need to make proper angle. Still too wide. Its shape. Almost, but not quite. A little narrower. So let me sand it. And sharper angle. I need sharper angle and I need to bend it for sure here because I don't have any support. warm up my plank bender also. Come on, it's stuck. Let's warm it up. And I will need mold also. I have some water, which is good. And I need to shape. Still too wide. Still too wide. Come on. Something like this. Maybe we'll also make this angle lower angle, so it will fit much better. Oh, perfect. Just need to bend it and then it will be perfect. So this one is waiting for to be bent. I will mark and cut second one. Somewhere here. Also to cut proper angle. First I'm just eyeballing it and then too wide, too sharp angle. Also bevel the lower edge so it can fit better, I hope. Still too wide, and now it is with too sharp angle. Actually no, not too sharp. I need first to make it narrower, maybe. How it is now. Something like this, just sharper angle. And now so let's start bending, sanding, and then gluing one side so we can adjust second side. Just checking questions. Is it warm enough? I hope so. I will need brush for the water. Okay, this is, which side is this? Have I thrown away accidentally just my piece? Yes, of course. Let's start with this one. Actually, I just can wet it like this without using a brush. Wrong direction. No, it's not hot enough. Okay, it's not hot enough. Then, while it is warming up, let's discuss our deck in the bow. So, actually, this one is alright, made almost like it should be, almost because middle part where the gun will be position or construction of that moving carriage. So the deck is actually not visible, that's why this part is completely not marked, nothing on it. But this ends like 3 planks which are visible, and actually the first plank will be also visible. They are alright, they are matching our pattern in the drawings. So the only what I will do, I will cut each plank with a scalpel, will shape it separately, because as you can see, doesn't matter how you will plank it. Let me remove this. It is impossible to make perfect match of radius of this curve, this curve or this curve, because again, somebody can send more, somebody can oversend, somebody will not send it enough, then you have to send more deck. But it is not a real Lego kit, it's a wooden kit, and doesn't matter how everything will be cut precisely, one model will fit perfectly, another one can't. Even just, it also depends where the kit was stored and if it caught some moisture or not, and wood can just expand, twist, etc. And all these factors are influence the result of how it will how it is difficult to put it together. So I will cut each plank and will glue it separately. And I also want to remove all these burned edges, so it will be more beautiful, like real each plank, because it wasn't brown on original, it was just sewn, cut, and the edge was light. That's why I'm removing all these burned edges. So, and I'm thinking about from where to begin, from middle, or from the easiest to move from middle and towards sides, but we can get gap. So I'm thinking about marking. I will cut each plank, we will mark it on the beams, and we just to have this plus minus proper location of each plank. And because middle part is not visible, I can insert something into it, but I want to check it one more time. How it was. Where is it? Drawing. Or should I search for drawings from the replica? And the big sanding block. Because we also have this where it was connected to the sheet, just to get this perfect smooth something like this. Actually, I maybe should change field of depth also. Maybe it is already hot enough, so I just want to glue that 2 pieces first, so they can dry before we will move towards the stern part. So let's try one more time if I can do this. Oh, too close. Need to try it. Plus minus. Just need to dry it completely now. And as I said, just was talking about deformations. I just wet it, and now I can't put it back because it got moisture and expand the wood. So now I need completely dry it and sand it again, probably to a proper dimensions. So let me dry it. Now I will bend second one. Where is the second one? I need to dry it also. And also probably sand more and dry more. Still with moisture. It is very difficult to sand basswood when it is wet. How about this first piece? It is also still wet. Okay, I will turn it off and will remove it from here because I will burn myself. Oops. Come on. Come on. Good. Everything is working. Good. Let's move one of the sides. And here. Let's try what I have created here. Now it is too wide again. I'm sanding lower edge, getting lots of hair, but it will not be visible, so it doesn't matter. Don't. It's too far. I think I need to make a bigger angle because after wetting and drying the edge become almost 90 degrees again, so I need to sand again and something like this, more, even more. And I will also make soft radius. We'll sand it a little. Polish it. We'll try it one more time. Now I think I like it. So let's glue this tiny piece and then I will glue second one. So I will apply some glue under this plank. I believe it's visible. I'm trying to make it more visible, but can't actually. I see that this piece of plank right here, it's just this one, upper edge, hasn't been properly clamped and it is not glued to this top timber, so I just will pour glue inside and will clamp it one more time. But first I will apply glue on this frame or its bulkhead or imitation of top timber. Just want to drop the model also. And apply glue also on this piece. But I need to clean extra glue or excess of glue immediately. I need to move a little forward without actually. Come on, I have to remove it. It wasn't properly positioned. Hold this and now I will use brush. Where is my brush? In the water, of course. Maybe I need to add more glue, and just from between planking I have this gap, but maybe I can't reach it as such. Too. Yes, I need to find something thinner. Or to use more glue. And something thinner, I can use a piece of plank. A piece of plank. So just to glue this upper edge of this plank, I need to apply glue, clamp it, and when the glue will dry, it will be just a thick film or layer of dried glue which hold it into proper position. Yeah, I have to find chance to buy more clamps, because to clamp it for 20 minutes is not enough, especially for planking. Good. Maybe one more. Good. But actually I have to glue somehow second half. So I will remove this. Not visible, not visible, not visible. Maybe like this. If I will not drop my model. But I just need to glue this piece of plank also right like this. So let's sand it first, and then I will figure out how to show you. Small radius or soft radius. One more time to try. Come on, you can fit. So I need to make a little sharper angle actually. And even sharper. Move it a little, still too wide because can't position it properly. Still too wide. Like this. To clean all this glue leaking out. Lots of drops, which I don't want to have later. Can't reach with this one. Another long one. Okay, now while it is drying, we can work on this deck in the bow. So I just sanded this inner edge, still trying to decide from where to move from. outside or from inside. Logically from this side, because we have this beautiful carve or decoration on the deck, like this. I probably can cut it model so it will not slide. More convenient to work with. And here another clamp. And I will need cutting mat probably. So from where I want to start? Probably from the outside, because I don't know how wide this plank should be. It depends really. So let's start from outside. I will keep this one as actually we have center mark, this connection between two halves of the bulkhead, so this is the center line. Where is my scalpel? So I will use also my big sanding block. After cutting the scalpel, it's definitely necessary to make it completely flat, all that fur hair. And we need to bevel this edge, which should be just perfect match to the side. But I will make it not precisely immediately, just slight. And we'll move forward later when I will cut all planks. Okay, plus minus it should already reach there, but I will control it. If it is like this, just want to mark with a pencil. Where is the pencil? The beginning of this curve, where it is touched the outer, like this. What I'm marking, I will mark on this side also. But here I can't put it precisely, so I just will mark a little. And now I can. This will be the most difficult because also planking, inner planking is not even, like in my case right here I have to sand a little. Maybe here it is also. So I will sand first. So it's perfectly even. And same here. Mostly it is important where we have this butt joint and where we have to put plank. So right here it should be just perfectly even. Not yet. A little Scotch Brite. And now I think it's almost what I need. Almost. Just a little more. Like this. And now I have this fantastic play where I have to sand more because like here it's belly. And I have all joy to make perfect match. More here to sand and here and the very end. More here to sand. Let's remove this fur because it's not visible. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, to blow, I mean. Okay, now slide sanding right here, and practically from here to here. Clean all these marks so I can see where I have to mark them or to put them new ones. I have to finish this beveling of this one. It is almost perfect except this tiny spot. And the rest, I can say almost fine, maybe a little more here. A little more here. And right here. Yay, now I like it. And again I will make small soft radius on each edge. So like here, just to make it more volumetric, and here. We'll clean all this fur. And now I need to clean this burnt edge, which is the most tricky on this plank. Maybe with file. Flat piece, I can do it on a disc sander, and just to make it smoother, polish with sandpaper, and again soft radius of the edge. And polishing with a Scotch Brite. Oh, no, it's not a very good idea to blow, and I forgot my vacuum cleaner upstairs. Maybe I still have to sand just a little here, the very end. Just a little more. finishing. Good. Just more or bigger radius, so it will be more visible. First one is in its proper place. Next one. So again, I will use my long sanding block to remove all that uneven cut with fur and chips. And I have much smaller length of beveling the edge watches. Sounds good. And looks like it is longer than I need, or it is just I can't match this proper shape or curve, so I need sanding. Like a lot of sanding. More. Definitely more. And here I have here this edge, which should be to get flat together with the bulkhead. So here I have proper position. Actually, I can use this for matching both. Oh, like this. Good. So I need more sanding of this, and that's fur. It is not comfortable for precise sanding. Oh yes, almost there. Just a little more before the end of it. Maybe a little bit right here. Radius on both edges, just to make it more, to underline each plank. And now I need to clean this burned edge. Flat part can be also sanded here. That is very convenient. And Scotch Brite for the entire surface, edges. And I also want to make soft radius on this edge. Scotch Brite. And what do we have here now? Oh, good job. Perfect. It is working after all. Next one. I just want to grab the drawing where the construction or the carriage for the gun. Just want to know how wide fourth plank from the side. Just want to cut it also. And the same on the sanding block. Good. Now I need to bevel the edge next to the side. I was brave enough to think that about that I can make all three decks: stern deck, bow deck, and mid section with the deck. That was very brave. Never can calculate proper time, how much hours or how many hours I need, or how much time I need to build it actually. Dust. I'm sorry. Better. And what it is now? More sanding, of course. More sanding. But it is almost perfect match for this radius, so I will sand. Where is my pencil? So I will sand actually this end of the plank. Imbir disapproved noise. He raised his head, looked at me like, can you work quieter? I'm sleeping here, actually. Very active assistant. He's working in his dreams only. Yep, perfect match. Wow, did it from the first try. So now I need to make soft radiuses. All 4 edges, upper edges, and I need to use Scotch Brite. Okay, so I want to measure next plank because it's supposed to be 2, and let's check if it is the same in the drawings in the replica. So let me find the drawing. Here I need out, and maybe I will use my caliper if I can find it. I can, good. So if it was 1/16, if I remember correctly, the width of this carriage. .38 millimeters. Just to check if it is the same on the drawing. So 38. It is in scale 1/16, 1/16, and we have scale 1/24. So should be 26 millimeters. And we have here, what do we have here? And we have here 27 millimeters, 1 millimeter wider. It's practically all right. We can deal with that. So we can trust drawings from the kit. So then the plank should be, let me remove the drawing. So even if I have this gap, if I will, so from the, let me mark this 26 millimeters or 27 in the kit. It's 13.5 on each side from center. 13.5 from here. So this is where our rail for the gun will be installed. Actually, don't need it further. So I just want to put that gap or spread it right under these wooden rails, so I don't have to cut additional plank and install. Maybe just in the very beginning. We'll see if it will work. It will be great. So let's cut 13 millimeters. It was like this. This edge I already cleaned, but let's do it one more time. And 13 millimeters. So I will mark it, will show it to you. So this is 13 millimeters. Okay. So this is our center line, and from center line 13 millimeters. This is what I mark, so you can understand from where 13 millimeters. I will do the same with this one. I cleaned it. And I will make photo and will post it also on the Facebook group. If somebody missed the episode or you don't want to search entire live stream where it was shown, so I just will mark and will post photo. 13. So 1, 2, 3, 13. And 13. So also 13 millimeters. So this is for our group on Facebook. Just need to make it beautiful also. Or I can cut one side so it will be understandable what I'm doing. So let me cut it. Let me cut it. Need a bigger ruler. Just a few, and I can just cut with free hand. this edge. A little more, just to bevel it at proper angle. And okay, let me put all of them in proper position. Too sharp, so I need to send more here. More. Now in the very middle to sand. And a little more. And almost there, a little more. A little more. Slight touch maybe. Perfect. Just length left, so I need to sand a little. Let me put all of them properly. And just slide. Shorter, like this. Yes, in Bircho, I'm working. I'm sorry to wake you up. A slight touch more. So now soft radiuses. You can do the nails before installing them, of course, but I want to sand first. So this is just my preferences. You can do exactly the same how we were doing it in the cockpit, but in the cockpit it will be loaded area, with different stuff it will not be that visible, but on the deck it is more visible if it was sanded before or after. I just want to make perfect even surface. Well, thank you very much for your support. Thanks to you, I can run these live streams because it's constantly I need something for the live stream. Okay. Like this. Radius here, and now Scotch Brite polishing. And so I will do the same for this plank. We'll sand it, polish it. And what do we have here? Actually, I will glue these two planks according to this center line, and this gap, it will be under that wooden rail, so it will not be visible. Maybe it will be visible if you will look from that direction, but I can use some putty to fill that hole or something, or a piece of wood. But I will position these two planks just right according to this center line. So when the gap will be closed, it will be somewhere here actually. So not that big gap. But I need to sand more to match the inner planking curve. More. More. Oops, over sanded, but I still have reserve in length. Just sand middle part, or in the middle of this plank. And a little more. And a little more. Like this. Let me find where is it. Center line. Like this. So I just will remove this burned edge. And it is proper length even. So slight radius. All four edges or upper edges. 2 seasons behind. Good tip, because I don't know what I will do in the next one also. And sometimes I'm thinking about using one technique, and when the moment actually coming, like, no, I will use a different one. It's the same like to draw drawings in AutoCAD. You can make, for example, to draw a circle in 10 different ways. So you can get same result on the model with different techniques also. And this is the most complicated and difficult for me to explain why I'm choosing one way or another in a specific situation. Just intuition, maybe. So now I need to use Scotch Brite to polish it. So I actually almost clean my pencil mark here. But for the photo I want to make it visible that it is a separate plank. So I will position like this so it is visible. And I will make this photo for the group on Facebook. Maybe another mark so it is more visible that it is 13 millimeters here. Like this. Okay, if it is a little longer than it is necessary, I will sand it later together when I will glue everything. So I can keep this gap. Actually, I'm thinking about just slight sanding of this corner. Just slight. Like this. Good. Now I need to cut the rest of them. And this is the most difficult piece because you have to bevel entire that long edge, so it is the most complicated one. And I probably will cut the second one immediately. Because the second one has this proper position mark, let's say. But I probably have to start also beveling that edge as well. So something like this, and I will start beveling this edge. Which side? This one. Oof. Maybe a little more. And now the most important part. Let's position more or less properly. And now I got a fantastic problem. You see this huge gap here now? Just position this edge here, and I got this. So I have to send more. So, or I will get this gap here. So I have to send more, or this one, or just maybe the edge of it. So how to do it better? Just don't want to damage. I want to save this curve, but probably I have to sacrifice it, and it will be a little smaller if I will send one of these edges, or just put it at an angle, which I don't want to do. If I will send one side, if to save this curve and will send it like at an angle, I will create a very big gap at an angle. Let me cut the middle part, this 13 millimeters, and then I will play with planks. So on this side it was 2 long planks, and here they are short. And that is why I always very skeptical to these kits which are completely laser cut, because at the beginning everything will be fine, in the end will be very difficult to fit everything, especially if it requires some sanding, bending. So it's definitely impossible to create, for example, the exact shape of the part which should be sanded, and the next one will fit without any problems. It should be completely laser cut without any sanding, bending, then it can fit. Like U-Gears kits, but they are making just kits, not historically accurate models, just kits of something, trains, They have Harry Potter collection, cars, which looks just funny, but toys. But they really are just take the part out and glue it without any sanding, bending or something. That's why to make same design for ship models, it's too complicated. Or you have to use CNC to make the all parts completely ready without, so it will not require any sanding, bending, etc. Oh, good job. My camera did this again. One day I will buy new cable, because I think it's cable. This one. So let's position it properly in the middle of the deck. It will be something like this. Oh wow, it's perfect without any additional sanding. Really wow. So let's cut this one. To remove this link for hair, so I can see which direction to move. right next to this one. Have some problem, gap here, short plank. And this one. Okay, so I think I do have reserve because I almost don't have a gap here, so I can send at an angle, this one. And when I'm saying at an angle, so I will send this edge at an angle, so like millimeter into 0. Just will be visual effect. This is what I'm doing. So I will send this entire edge at an angle, like I will turn all planks a little. Then I will decrease this gap, and I hope when I will turn all the planks, this gap will also decreases. Just like this. If I'm turning it closer, it is smaller. So let's send. Of course I can do it on disc sander also, faster. But I will use brush, I will not blow everything into my face. And I can even switch. So I'm almost already on the pencil mark. Just to remove link. Or in reverse. And this is that moment when you can understand if you can do something or not. Yes, I did it. Now I will send here, and I will close this gap, and I will not have that. Oh no, actually I need to move it first. To move it. Yes, but I still have this reserve. Good. Good. I still have to send from here to here. So I will close both gaps. Ooh. And that was my knee. I'm positioning this edge of the plank with the bulkhead and plane from this point in all possible directions. So more sanding, like good sanding. And to clean this cup, these marks, so I can mark it again if it is necessary. And what do we have now? So it is more or less going there. So let's start sanding precisely here. And I need to sand precisely the first one, so I need to sand this belly a little, like this. And a little more, even right here to here. Almost, just like sanding right here, and something right here, not right. And here, how to turn it, it is convenient to sand. So the first plank is almost ready, just something to sand here. And it's actually almost ready. Oof. Okay, brush. And I need to sand from here to here a little more. And a little more. Now it is already from here. Almost. And a little more. Still, you can see some gap a little more. And it is almost getting there, almost. Just a little more from here already. Let me clean all these marks because I can't see properly what I'm sanding, and a little remove this fur. And what is this? Actually, it is ready. Maybe I will sand a little more here and here in 2 spots. What this is should be already good. So I will remove all these marks. I have time. I have 10 minutes to finish at least sanding, shaping these planks for the bow section. Okay. First one is just perfect. So now I need to sand more. This one, this, somewhere here. So I can close this and make a perfect match for the side of the ship. Oh, much more, much more, much more, like a lot more. And more. And more. Maybe I can sand faster on the disc sander. At least perfect length, and then just will bevel it. Yes, I can. So a little more. No, don't want to move. So now I need to shorten also this one. And I can actually bevel it also here without any problem. but a little more to close this gap, so I need to sand entire let me switch actually camera. Still have gap right here between planks, so I need to shorten it. Just to sand more. Now I will bevel it. And what do we have here now? More sanding right here and the very end. And the same more right here and the very end. A little more sanding here. Just a little more. And still a little more on this spot with pencil mark. Like this. Yay, just a little more. And the most difficult planks, because of this curvature. Perfect. Just need to clean them from all these pencil marks. Need to clean them from all these burnt edges. Make soft radius. And they are ready to be glued. This one can be done here. polishing, making a radius on all upper edges, especially on this one. Polishing with Scotch-Brite. Same for this one. Soft radius. Need to remove this burnt edges. And also soft radius. Polishing with Scotch-Brite. I think I need to make it a bigger radius here. We'll see what I have made here. And is it perfect match? Not yet, but it will be. So I need to sand. It is not that sharp angle, or radius in this case. More. And more. And almost there. Need to bevel it properly. And ta-da! It also become even longer, so I have to trim it a little. But trimming it's better than gluing something into addition. more. Yay! So, soft radius. And polishing with a Scotch Brite. Forgot to film it. So what happens with this one? Again, not that sharp radius, a little smoother, and beveling this edge. A little more. And I just turn a little one plank and all planks become longer than it necessary, and they were short at the very beginning. So just small tiny 1 degree can make a huge difference. Aye. Stay there. Still a little more sanding. I have gap right here, so I need to sand more this corner. How about gaps? Where is that center line? Actually quite a big gap on this side. And what was the size of that wooden part? Almost 6 millimeters. Oh, it's more than enough to close it. Good. So I can close up to... I definitely can close it. So this is what the width. So everything is fine. Perfect. More sanding, more sanding. And a little more. Perfect. So now I need to make perfect length. something like this. Oh, no. Don't move too far. So this is how it should be. Need something shorter. Something shorter but long enough. At least piece of wood. Ta. Just to make proper length. Dusty, very dusty job. Just checking questions. Okay, missed something. I can see red spot. I know about defining seams with graphite and thread. It's like what Ola said about deciding techniques. Another technique, you just can color it PVA glue. For example, when you're applying usually just regular acrylic black paint, a few drops of black paint to make it grayish color, and when it dries it is black. I have shown this technique on my Pinky schooner on the deck, if you want to check. But I also usually combine two glues, PVA, pure PVA and with paint, because anything what you will add into the PVA glue, you are changing formula, so you can also destroy its strength. So that's why if I'm mixing PVA with black paint, I'm also combining when I'm gluing planks with pure PVA. So for example, dots on bulkhead with pure white PVA, and between planks, so you will get between edges black color PVA. So you are applying just right on the edges colored PVA, and then you can get pure black line also, and it will be not just perfect straight, so it will like real shape, like because caulking wasn't just perfect straight line. If you will look at the ships, they are a little plain. Because another technique which I'm using, mostly this from scratch, when I'm buying wood, so I'm creating sheets of wood for future planking, and I'm painting one side, then I cut in planks, and I'm getting already painted edge. So then I'm getting just so perfect straight line, but this is more suitable for bigger scales. In 1:48 it looks weird to my eye. It is still, you can use it in this scale, but not for 1:24 for sure. So maybe we just can color PVA and use this technique on our gunboat. Or not. Because when I'm beveling these edges and making these soft radiuses, you're already getting enough dark line, let's say. So because when you will apply something even darker, just will be like eye poking and your model will look like zebra. This is something what I don't want to get that effect, but I want to make each plank underlined. But again, this is also a question of taste. Good. And I need to make shorter this one. or not. We'll see. Actually, I can shorten them, send them later. So let's just make soft radiuses. And I believe this will be the end for today's episode. I just will create this soft radiuses for the volume. Where is the file? Okay, sending block because I got something here. I will clean all these marks. Check the edge. I believe it's just perfect, yes. So we just need to make this soft radiuses. I made not very perfect cut here, but it will be right under that rail, wooden rail, so it will not be visible, so I'm not really worried about that side. And burned edge. Clean. Scotch Brite. Mostly just to polish where I have made some marks, and to remove this fur on the flat surface which will be stained or colored or paint. Depends what are you doing. I will use shellac on the deck, and I'm moving towards or thinking about oil for the outside planking. So this is what... Oh, good job. Good job. This is what we were up to today. So come on, now I need to position it perfectly one more time. So a little longer. I will sand it later after I will glue it. So with this, I believe this is it for today. Finally, only 20 minutes later, and I was planning to make all 3 decks. So thank you very much for coming, for joining me in this adventure, and I will post this picture with size 13 millimeters of this inner 2 planks. And for these small gaps I can use or filler when I will put the trails or something. It will be visible only from there. We'll see if it will be visible at all, but I will probably close it with something or just some pieces of wood, chips off. But because it will be under the rails, so I'm not worried about these two gaps. But the most challenging will be to fix and to think about what to do on this mid-section part with the deck. And I believe the less problematic one is in the stern, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll see. When I will start gluing it, we will realize that it is also complicated. So next time I will make also separate planks for this part, and if I will finish it on time, maybe I will touch also the deck in the cockpit. So if you don't have any questions now, we can continue chatting on the Facebook if you have some questions, and I will, as I said, make this post. We'll make this post. So thank you very much for coming, thank you very much for supporting my channel, and see you next week on Saturday and Sunday as usual. Bye.